Hello guys, my name is Javier with Boulder Media Solutions. I've got the pleasure of interviewing Royce Gomez for just a few minutes out of her day from Royce Talks. And she's going to be hosting an intensive mastermind meeting on January 22nd, 2019 in Colorado Springs at the C21 Library. And this is an amazing mastermind for those entrepreneurs, those solopreneurs that are wanting to grow their business. I know one of the topics that you'll be covering there is going to be scaling your business. And so, Royce, we hear this word a lot, scaling your business. And what does that mean? Like, what are we going to be doing with that?
I'm in a couple of Facebook groups that talk about their business and how they can't quit their main gig because their side gig isn't making money, or they're burning the candle at both ends, or they're not sure how to break past the $500 a month mark. You know what? Every business can have a distinction on the value that they add. And I don't want people to continue thinking small and thinking of their business as a side gig. I want the startup to be a success. And so when we talk about scaling your business, from the very beginning, you have to think big. Think like you're already successful and put those systems in place. You know, I have a lot of private coaching clients and group coaching clients, and you want a coach as quickly as possible because it shortens the span between, trial and error.
Yes,
and
I agree.
Gives you someone successful.
Yes.
to really look objectively, right?
Yes.
The power of a coach. So putting those systems in place really quickly can help you scale your business.
And when we talk about systems, I mean, we all hear systems and whatnot. And like, what is that you mean about systems, and what are you looking for to help people implement or create those systems? Like, how is that done? I mean, I know that you're not going to give all the details right now, but like I said, we hear that phrase, and sometimes it's just kind of like, well, I know what it is, I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. So many solopreneurs or small teams don't know what to do because they're wearing so many hats and they're spinning plates and trying not to drop them.
Yes.
That they're not thinking about putting systems in place to help them grow. But, you and I have a special connection. That's why I've invited you to be a part of this mastermind day to add some more value. And just like with your martial arts school, you put systems in place that made it more profitable and more successful, more sustainable than others that are your competition. And so you're one of the successful entrepreneurs because you realize putting systems in place early on makes a difference. So we're going to talk about how to go about doing that.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I agree. I mean, with my opportunity of creating those systems, I had to take a step back a little bit and see what I was doing, and said, okay, I can't keep doing this. And I slowly started kind of creating different things that I would remove myself from parts of the business. And sometimes it was good, sometimes it didn't work out so well. But I think part of the system creation is trial and error, and I feel like that's something that you can agree on and probably explain to people that you've coached as well too, is that, sometimes the system that we envision isn't always perfect, but if we at least try to do some things and shift it, it helps us. Would you agree?
Absolutely. A few years back, I had the chance to work with a 15-year-old business that had kind of plateaued and didn't know how to take their business further than they were. And they had been stuck for a couple of years. And within 90 days, we were able to put systems in place that generated a 27% increase in sales. And so that's just how effective systems can be. And it's very important that you start earlier rather than later.
Yes, I agree. And so that's good that you're going to be covering those sort of things. Is there kind of anything else about scaling the business that you'll be kind of touching on during this Mastermind Intensive course that we'll be doing in January?
Oh, yeah. We'll be talking about establishing key relationships,
okay,
which, again, goes back to you. Javier, you and I connected, and we knew we had some synergy, and you have some complementary skill sets with inbound marketing.
Yep.
And so, creating key relationships that help your business grow. You can't see everyone out there as competition or
Yes.
in fear that they'll take your clients or whatever. You really want to know who to align yourself with and get those partnerships in place so that you can refer people. Because if you're a person that says, "Oh, I can do everything for everybody," you're probably not good at any of that, right? You have niche pieces of, like, marketing is so vast. I consider myself a marketing expert. I have a book endorsed by Kevin Harrington for marketing.
Yeah.
But do I do everything in the marketing realm well? No, you do inbound marketing well.
Yeah.
Right? So those key relationships are important. And the last thing would be working on your business and not in your business. And you know the difference and you understand the difference.
Gotcha. That makes sense, and I think it's important that we all hear, because I think we're all guilty on it one way, shape, or form, is that sometimes we get caught into working in our business too much and not working on our business. And so I think whenever we get told this more often, especially from professionals that have coached and successfully done it themselves, then that allows us to see, like, oh, this can be done. This is possible.
Yep, it's very possible. And scaling your business and not burning the candle at both ends is very possible too.
Yep.
You just have to create a business model and put systems in place and get your brand persona aligned. So we'll be working on touching several of those areas throughout the day. It's really going to be jam-packed of getting it done and taking actionable items away that you can do in your business instantaneously for results. Because if you don't see results, I didn't do my job well. And the goal of this is to have you come back for more information and more knowledge, because growing a business is not a one-time event. You have to continue to get new information and new insight and new coaching.
Yep. That's awesome. Well, this seems exciting. I know I'm excited. I'm so thankful that you invited me to partner with you on your first mastermind. And again, January 22nd, 2019 in Colorado Springs. Great area because it's central for Denver residents, for Pueblo residents, mountain towns. It's going to be the C21 library. And is there anything else you want to add to this before we close out?
Let's remind them that seats are limited. There's only about 20 people that can fit in the room, and people have already been registering. So the sooner you go and register, the more likely you are to have a seat.
Awesome. Well, Royce, thanks again for your time. I know you're very busy, but we're looking forward to getting this stuff done and just delivering a lot of value. Thanks a lot.